guys, this is FFAN 16 and welcome to the tutorial on how to put my new BBBE D3 Digimon conversion case together with your Vital Bracelet. This kit does fit best with the BE model, but if you wish to get it for your original VB, just let me know and I could do some modifications to help make it fit. In your box, you will receive the base, the back, some cleaning wipes to clean off your VB, your screws, your tape to secure down your charging port, your DIMM cover and DIMM feeder, as well as your charging port cover, your USB-C to USB, and a screwdriver you're going to need for this job is a Phillips head screwdriver, relatively small. You want to make sure that you're easy on the screws as they're easy to strip, so be gentle because they are hard to get out once you've stripped them. So what do you do when you get your kit and you get everything out and ready to go? Well, it's super simple. Just take off your watch band and leave everything else intact. Now, it is suggested to remove your little rubber safety covers just so that they don't get in the way. If you remove them very gently, you'll get the little bauble out with it. And if you ever want to put them back in, you haven't damaged them and you can re-put them back in. You're not going to dismantle this in any other way. It is actually ready to put into your kit this way. Okay, so what do we do is when you get your kit, it's going to come prepared. The buttons are going to be pre-installed and all you need to do is slip your BB right into the kit. So what you want to do first is remove the inside layer. Once you've done that, hold here, take your VB and make sure you put the DIMM card face down first and then just slide it in place of where this white stuffy was. Then you're going to gently remove, because I've got tape on here, the holder, and this is going to reveal the buttons. This is going to be your back, and it's got a plate back here to push down on these buttons. Okay? The first thing you want to do is to try to see and make sure that the shipping didn't jumble around the buttons any. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the back on with our hands, hold down with our fingers, and as you can see, the heartbeat sensor is trying to read. While you're holding down tightly with your hands, press the buttons and make sure they engage. As long as the buttons are engaging, they have not moved very much or at all, and you're lined up. Now that we know we're lined up, I'm going to hold my fingers down and keep them on there because we're going to remove these stickies so it could secure your BE down, and you could kind of line it up so that it is level. What I suggest is get a pair of tweezers, take that out, grab the other one. Don't get the tape though, make sure you don't accidentally grab the tape. And again, put this with the DIMM card slot down, and now I can let go of those prongs so that I can wiggle this in place. Put this back on tight with your hands just to see if your buttons are still in a good configuration. And they are. If they're not, just wiggle your BE around till you get a nice spot. You want to make sure you kind of can secure it down as best as possible. So before you put this in, what you could do is if you'd like to make sure that there's no dust, grime, or dirt, you can clean it off with the wet wipes I provide in the kit. I'm actually going to check and see because I'm going to leave this attached once I do. Is there any dirt and grime? That's going to bug me a little bit. So again, if there is, just simply hold your fingers and push the buttons back with your hand. Don't let go. Open this up. Or have it pre-open. It's going to be a lot easier. Okay. And what you could do, in case there's some fuzzies on here, gently wipe and then give this a wipe. And we'll put it back in. Dry it off for a second. Make sure there's no extra fuzzies. Gotta hate them fuzzies. And line up my buttons again and down we go. You want to make sure your buttons stay underneath your BE. You want to line up your charger. So to do the charger, put it on the USB to USB-C adapter on the charger cable. The fat side goes in, and you want to line it up till you get it in there. Okay, once you're lined up, put it down for now. Grab your 3M sticky that came in the kit, and you're going to remove the brown tape from the back. Leave the 3M front. You don't have to unstick that. And what you want to do is you want to line this up here and make sure you get a good adhesion. Now, if you don't want it touching your BE, which is fine, you can cut this shorter, but as long as you're touching the Digivice, and you can sneak it in a little bit underneath here to grab where the charging cable is, or the charging port is. And make sure it's not touching any of the buttons. So now that you have that, you should be able to hold here and remove. Okay, once we put this on, it will be holding it with this. So now that we got our charging adapter in and our buttons all good, we're going to do one more test before we screw this down, just to make sure we are still golden, and we are. I'm going to do the first screw. Now, the first screw in this top corner, because it's over a button area, you're going to want to use the tiniest screw I gave you available, because you don't want it going too deep, because it's going to impede or impact your buttons, and we don't want that to happen. So find the tiniest screw in your package and put it in, and I'll get the first 3 screwed, and then we'll get it tested. You don't have to do this configuration, but it should tighten it in some good spots. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to test. And we're still good. Yay, that means I can tighten down the rest of my screws. Let's get her done. Okay, so once you got all your screws done, give her another test. You might have to push a little decently, but it's functioning. Okay, let's take a look at how to secure. And let's just make sure that everything is nice and tight for the charging port. Let's put it in, take it out, put it in, take it out. Perfect. So now that we know that's nice and snug and secure, you could put your little cover in. The cover is a bit tight, so you got to wiggle it with your fingernails and then grab. Okay, so it's not going to come out when you shake it. I wanted to make sure that you don't lose any of your stuff when you shake your Digivice, because you're going to have to do that if you want to cheat some of the exercises. Okay, so when you want to store your DIM card cover and your DIM card feeder, make sure that the F is down and in the bottom. Okay, so the F goes this way. See? And when you want to feed your DIM card to your device, though, so again, wiggle, 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 you want the F facing up, so you could feed, you put your DIM card and feed in this way. I'll show you how this works. So I put my little guy away, so you could see it's just the standard lady who's on the screen right now. So let's put a new Digimon on. We're gonna use one of the new DIMs that just came out, Logamon, and we're gonna put him on. So what you want to do is make sure you got the F up. No pun intended. Put in your DIM and turn your Digivice on, and just simply find the DIM card slot and push until it engages. Make sure you don't push until you know you've engaged the slot, though. And then you can just leave it, read the DIM card. And there we go. Once your DIM card is agreed to, it should come out because it's a snug fit. And if you want, you could put your finger over the heartbeat sensor to give it a helping hand, but you don't have to. Okay, now that your baby is born, take your DIM card out of its holder and simply then flip it and store it. And again, you're not going to lose anything because they're snug. It is not waterproof or dust proof, but it's got as much resistancy as I can by giving these nice little covers that I have. Here's the back, and as you can see, it's going to register movement with this being able to have the light come through. We can test the heartbeat sensor now, just to give you guys an example that it does read. It's just not going to be a true one-to-one read. I mean, the sensor in here isn't the most brilliant anyways. There. Okay, it completed. And it registered 6565. All right, guys, there you go. That's the new BED3 conversion kit that's for sale right now on my Facebook website for Happy Gaming Multimedia. That's the new company I created. If you guys are interested in ordering, please go check out my Facebook business page, and there's an order form right there. It's a Google form, and I will get a hold of you as soon as you place an order via email or social networking, whichever one you pick, and we can discuss further details in regards to your order. If you like more videos like this, as I'll be working on more projects or simply some more game videos, tutorial guides, and news, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. And as always, guys, happy gaming!